So, most of my videos, the aesthetic is going to be poor. And, I did the whole YouTube thing, the nice lights, the good cameras, the aesthetic, the room. You can go back on my YouTube videos. I did that. And I was nobody on there. But I had a following and it was fun. But when I was doing that, I would always have to think of things to say, and it wasn't natural. I wanted to be consistent, so I would always mention how I wanted to be genuine, but I didn't want to have to make things up to talk about. I'm the kind of person that will turn the camera on when I feel like I have something to say. And if I don't have anything to say, I'm not going to force it. And so sometimes when you are, there's a lot of new content creators that are growing and blowing up, and that's cool, but that's because, I mean, it's not solely because of this, but a lot of times people have to make all these adjustments and changes in order to grow like that. Oh, I noticed that if I come on, TikTok or YouTube and I'm not looking put together, I don't get the views. But if I, focus on getting put together, then I'll grow my views. And that's the focus for a lot of people. And I understand because I started content creation in 2007 before a lot of people were doing it. Even back in 2014, people were doing it, but it wasn't as saturated as it is today. And it wasn't like everybody trying to make a buck. I'm glad that I'm glad that I was doing content creation before it became what it is today. And I'm glad that I didn't pursue it because I also saw the results of what happens when you live and breathe for your content, and that's all that matters. Families suffer behind the scenes. No one understands what goes on behind the scenes, the time, the energy, the editing. For someone like me who lives with an ailment, my husband who lives with one, we have a blessed life. There's no complaints. But I can't put myself together every day. I can't do that. It would be too fake, and it would be inconsistent to who I am. And so, with that being said, I just hope that those who are following my journey can understand and appreciate the fact that my videos, maybe some will be, high quality, I don't know. But for the most part, they're going to be just me turning on the camera to share thoughts, encouragement, uplifting words, sometimes venting, just utilizing my platforms to be myself and to share my loves, which is Jesus Christ, my family, and encouraging people to hold fast to what Christ has promised, and to those who don't know him, to share the gospel with them.